for the Matthews line last night against Calgary. And here's a chance early, and Domi tried to slide that past Ingram, who stayed with him.
Just a great box out there by Matthews to get a hold of that puck, and a first great save by Ingram to settle himself down.
McCabe fires a rebound, and Ingram's got that. Tavares picks up a loose puck, sending it down into the Leaf zone. Big hit there on the forecheck out in front, and Anthony Stolarz with a tough stop of Leon Draisaitl.
Similar to the chance that the Toronto Maple Leafs got, a board battle, good physical play in deep, and a pass to the slot, and there's Stolar's first opportunity. Look at Draisaitl just get lost past Michelli. Didn't take a shot.
The puck and sends it across for Stetcher. The former Oiler will dump it in. Nick Waugh goes after it against Matthias Ekholm. Picked up here by Janmark. It's stolen. And Ingram another stop. Maybe a break here the other way. Get another chance to break out. Flip to center. Race for this. Robertson's going to beat out the icing. Robertson centers. Dick Wall's in. And Ingram with another tough stop in close.
For getting the net, we've seen so many opportunities from behind the line. Here's another one.
Nyes comes up with the puck. Unable to get that to the line. And back the other way come the Oilers. Into the zone. Trent Frederick across. Here's a chance. And Stolarz comes across. Domi was lurking at the Oiler line, but it's bumped back to the Leaf line. Here's McDavid in, swings across, and Stolarz across to make the stop, but a penalty drawn, and Edmondson gets the first power play of the night.
Yeah, he's a simple, nothing-looking play, just a little chip by Hyman, and then 3 strides that separates a little. Great job coming back by Ekman-Larsson, but it ends up with a penalty at the end of it with the trip.
This game here, final one for the Leafs prior to the Olympic break. Timely for Craig Berube. He's headed back to Calahoo. There's a chance here for Matthews. Looked like that might have hit the netting in front. Kicked away by Ingram for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And now taken away. McMahon, he's home free. And Ingram turns him aside. Back to Domi, sends it high. L.A. when he found out later his brother was a UFC fighter.
Right.
He thought maybe I shouldn't have been involved. Here's a chance. Bouchard right on. And Stolarz has looked good here so far tonight.
When the top is rotation from up top to the side. You can see Yardcroak didn't even realize that seam was open. A great read by Stolarz, a little bit late getting there, but once he was down, yeah, Bouchard didn't get.
And Mangiapane knocked off his stick. Nylander return. And the Oilers are changing. It's a 2-on-1. Nylander, stop, Michelli, off the bar, off the pipe. And it stays out. Neither team's been able to buy one. And then they score on the tip. And the Leafs strike first.
Didn't get that on the follow-up. McCabe in a great position. That's a shot for a tip. That's not a shot trying to score. Get it through the lane. No, you've got a guy. And how about that? Between the legs, up and over.
Gloved ahead there, and Tavares at the line. Good strong stick by Nugent-Hopkins to hold it in. Here's Hyman to the net. Rolled in front. Chance Bouchard. And Stolarz from that sharp angle. Connor McDavid was in Leon Draisaitl's office, and Stolarz comes up with a save.
And here's the play at the line. Looked like the Leafs were going to clear. Nugent-Hopkins with the steal. Great aggressive play by Zach Hyman to drive, and then Bouchard tried to sell so he could get the goaltender to move. Sell for a second like you're going to shoot. Watch Stolarz, though. Stayed deep in his net and then responded out. Anticipated where the shot was going to come. A little bit of a rolling pass as it came across.
The critique of Stolarz early was trying to do too much, too busy, but on point so far tonight. That shot scores! The announcer jinx, and it's time and one.
The puck hits behind. You can hear it hit the back of the net. But you can see Lawton trying to get to Roslovic, and it goes straight in off that post and through. No contact before the puck went in. You can see everybody kind of looking, but Wallman just absolutely unlays this one towards the net, up and over the pad with some traffic in front. Lawton, after missing the draw, took his centerman through, and that one didn't hit anyone. Just underneath the glove.
Of the season for an Oiler blue liner. The 11-11 time of the goal, and right back, Matthew Nyes! 7 seconds later, the Leafs restore the lead.
How do you get this in just 7 seconds? A dump in. Simple plays we've seen so many times from behind. Ingram can't make the pass through, and a little give and go right down the gut. Szymanski's going back one way. Nyes gets inside there, and that's a tough play for Szymanski because he's thinking they got complete control.
Unable to corral that pass, and it's worked back to center. Here comes Draisaitl one more time. He is kicked away by Stolarz, left in front. That broken up by Szymanski. And a breakaway pass just out of the reach of Savoy. He's got it, tries to center. That went off Ekman-Larsson, and Stolarz hopes he's got it. Matthews digs in on the draw, and from it, McMahon skated onto the puck. Matthews back to the line. Here's Stetcher. Domi! Glove stop, and a beauty by Ingram.
Domi to have to shuffle his feet as he gets this one step, and then right there, looking to get it up and over.
Back to the line, Emberson and across. Good shot wide of the net, ends up behind. Back up top for Emberson. But Colson on the move. Matthews trying to stay with him. Back the other way. Kapanen scores!
And puck movement. A little rotation across. Up to the top. Crisscross here. Puck. Colson with a hard drive. And then Kapanen walks right down the middle. A quick move around the stick. And just shows all kinds of confidence. You know, it's interesting. Chris Knobloch again went with the nuclear option, so it's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with those two. And on their first shift together in this third period,
Nugent-Hopkins disrupts that. Now Tavares moves up. They change the look. John Tavares in the high slot. Nylander sweeps it across, and Tavares off the outside of the goalpost. Matthews up with it. Here's Matthews in front. Nyes can't get a stick on it. Back to Nylander. And across scores! John Tavares, backdoor, his 20th of the year.
Good puck movement, but a good job defensively of taking away the early chances. Great read by Ingram there on the one-timer by Tavares. And I think on this read in tight, the rebound's there to clear. Oilers aren't able to, and a smart play by Nylander. A little bit of a tick off the skate stick of Ekholm, and then right on to John Tavares on the doorstep. And that
on the back half of this power play for Toronto, it's Domi looking across, scores! What a finish for Matias Maccelli. Doubles down. And the Leafs have a 2-goal lead.
Both here in a tight third period. Maccelli, as you said, hadn't scored in 11 prior to the last few. Scored in back-to-back games, and here his second. What a great feed across from Domi. Froze the goaltender for a second. You could see Ingram thinking Domi maybe shoot with McMahon in front.
Watched by McMahon. McDavid can't get it to the net. Kept alive by Bouchard. Another chance for McDavid. Across. Draisaitl. Oh, what a stop. Matthias Ekholm's got it. Here is Draisaitl snapping that across. Net empty. 6 men on for Edmonton. Bouchard on it. McDavid wants it. Tried to get it to Draisaitl. Bobby McMahon. Empty net. Bullseye.
That puck is, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson able to clear it. The give-and-go passes, that time knocked away by Bobby McMahon. No hesitation.
That third pair of Myers and Benoit, and Leaf fans are on their feet. The season series split